This is Will Nunziata, New York City-based director and creator of theater, television, and film. And today I am thrilled to be speaking with the acclaimed dancer, actor, singer, the one and only Tay Martin. But before we get to our interview, here's a sneak peek at Tay's amazing talent.
Let's open up a restaurant in Santa Fe and leave this to the roaches and mice. Whoa, whoa, whoa. When Moses softened Pharaoh's heart, that was a miracle. When God made the waters of the Red Sea part, that was a miracle too. But of all God's miracles, large and small, the most miraculous one of all is that out of a worthless lump of clay, God has made a man today. Oh.
Well, hello, Tay. How are you?
I'm doing well. How about yourself?
Tay, I'm doing so much better now that we are finally meeting. I know that we had an interview scheduled last week, but I got COVID. You've been so patient. Thank you, my friend. And also, thank you for just spreading your light and your talent with the world. The audience just got a sneak peek of your incredible talent. You are truly a true triple threat. And I want to know, Tay, where were you born? And I want you to talk a little bit about your upbringing because you have an amazing story. And also within your story, how theater and the arts came about for you.
Totally. Yeah. So I was born in New Orleans, Louisiana, and I was adopted at a week old and immediately moved to Wisconsin. And I was raised in Madison, ended up going to school in Wisconsin, and I'm living there right now throughout COVID and the pandemic. So growing up, I did, so my older sister danced when I was probably like 5 or 6 years old. And I loved watching her up on stage. And I was like, you know what? That's my future. And so I convinced my parents, I was like, let me take dance. And they were super supportive. And they're like, of course. So I took dance all through elementary school and then up until middle school when I started doing choir, and that's when I started getting into theater. So I was in my first show when I was in 8th grade, and I was in Into the Woods as the baker.
What? 8th grade bake? Oh my God, that's like a dream come true. I wish I had. That's amazing.
Right? Such a good show, such a good role. And it was really, it was a reason I really started like loving theater, I guess. And yeah, I was actually able to be in that show again when I graduated high school, my senior year of high school, and I was Cinderella's prince. So it's really a special show to me. But yeah, so I started theater 8th grade, and then I did it all throughout high school. And that's when I decided that it was what I wanted to do for the rest of my life. Went to school for it. Have done various performances throughout the States, mostly like in the East Coast, but yeah, so that's a little bit of my story.
Hey, that's amazing. And thank God you went after it. I mean, because you are so versatile. And I mean, look at, the audience can look at all of the links below this video to see more of your incredible talent. I'm curious of the roles that you have played thus far. Obviously, you mentioned Into the Woods. Were there any in college that stick out as really pivotal moments and beautiful moments for you?
Yeah. So I was actually mostly in plays when I was in college, which was surprising seeing that like I was a musical theater major, but honestly, really, I really benefited from it because it taught me how to be a better actor. But the last show I did my senior year of college was The Last Days of Judas Iscariot. And I was playing Al Fayume. And so it was just tackling just a completely different character from anything I'd done before, plus working with accents, and that that is tricky. Accents are hard. And so it was really just a chance to yeah, really show off my talents and the growth that I had throughout college. Plus, it was over Zoom. So having to manipulate and work with the screen and how to like act over that was something that was tricky to learn. But like, again, we really benefited from it.
I feel like when I think of Tay Martin, I think of he's always up for a challenge. And everything that I've seen of you, Tay, with my director hat literally and figuratively on, you're not only an amazing dancer, singer, and actor, but you're a great storyteller. And I feel like that's the thread throughout everything that you do. And as a storyteller, you were a part and you took the lead in an amazing night, I believe while you were still in college, called Night of Color. Talk to me a little bit about that night and why it was so special for you.
Absolutely. So we actually were able to do it both semesters of my senior year, and it's actually still happening. One of my best friends took over and was able to do it last semester and is planning to do it this next semester as well. We actually got the inspiration from Pace University because they've been doing a Night of Color for, I want to say, the last 2, 3, or 4 years. And I have a lot of friends who go to Pace, and getting to see them just get to appreciate themselves, I guess, and to show that it doesn't matter what you look like. It doesn't matter, like, whether that's the color of your skin, whether that's like physically, like your size, like whatever it is, it doesn't matter what you look like. What matters is whether you can tell the story and whether or not you can, yeah, you can tell that story and can prove that you have that talent. And yeah, so it was just a super, super special night, both times it happened. And it was just an opportunity for all of us who are of color to just come together, and it made it so we had more of a connection just like in our everyday lives. Like I remember my freshman, sophomore year, it was clear who like the people of color were within the department, but it never felt like I had that circle of people who could relate directly with like what I'm going through. But by getting into Night of Color, we created this group chat. We were able to, we unfortunately had a few racial incidents happen like within our program that during my senior year, which ended up making us stronger and having that group and that community like even, yeah, strengthen up more. But yeah, so I think it was just a special time for us to be able to show our talents and show that, yeah, skin color doesn't matter, that it's whether or not you possess that skill and that talent and that drive. And if you can tell the story, then you should be telling the story.
I mean, look at, as a director, that's all I care about. For me, it's always been talent. And thank God this industry is finally slowly but surely catching up with people like us who feel that way. But Tay, what I also love so much about you is that in every aspect of your life, going back to being that week-old baby, to being a performer and being an artist, but also being a leader and stepping into your power every step of the way on your journey, you're giving permission to the young Tays of the world to also step into their power. Absolutely. It's felt by me. I'm sure I'm not the only one who feels this way. I'm just meeting you, but I already just feel the vibration of you through the Zoom and through knowing about your story, that you have obviously done the work on yourself as not only an artist, but a human. And I find it very incredibly, deeply inspiring.
Thank you. Thank you so much.
Listen, Tay, I could speak with you all day. I want to let the audience know for more on the amazing Tay Martin, the acclaimed dancer, actor, singer, but dare I now add a fourth little line to you, storyteller, the amazing Tay Martin. You can read more about him right below this video. Tay, I'm so excited you're coming on board this brand new app. Like I told you off camera, a lot of great theater artists from all over the world joining. But also, I'm so excited that we are now connected. And once this world starts to open up and you're back in the city, you know, you said, I believe in the fall of 2022, I can't wait for us to collaborate, Tay.
Absolutely.